Hi, Intuitive D, 1111 here, Dionna here. Thank you guys so much for being a part of our Diamond Star Seed family, y'all. Man, I love reading y'all's comments. I don't get a chance to reply to all of them. Thank you guys for giving me confirmations and letting me know what's up, how things resonate with you. About different things. Y'all be spilling the tea we cut up in the comments. But thank you guys for taking time to like the video on your way in, as well as hitting subscribe. You can hit that notification bell as well to know when I upload. Y'all, there's just so many different subjects here. I'm like, damn, where do I begin? Wow. So let's just go ahead and I guess start with the tarot, right? So we have the Knight of Swords here. This is fast moving communication. This is somebody that, it's a fast moving energy. It's information moving at a fast rate. Okay. This could even be the type of energy where someone could be mad about something right now. They could be mad about some type of communication, mad about some type of information, mad about somebody traveling or where they're going or what they're doing. It's the Emperor that drives the Chariot, and that's what we have here. So we have the Chariot card here. Okay. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is typically a gift from God. Notice this pentacle is on fire. So there's something about somebody's solar plexus chakra, right? Being activated. So someone could have a very active solar plexus chakra, which means that they're very confident, they're very vivacious, very ambitious. Now, what I'm also seeing is, you notice how this is over part of the castle, right? There's a blessing that the divine wants to bring in, but it's requiring like a change to be made. And as you guys know, like, you know, we're still in black moon energy. So black moons happen every 29 to 33 months or so. And you can't see the moon, right? But if you think about it, you know, seeds, when they're planted in the soil, it's dark in the soil, right? And as they're watered, then they bloom. Some of you guys are concrete flowers, right? There's something about someone wishing that they would have really gotten the chance to, someone in this energy is wishing that they truly would have gotten the chance to discover more about someone, or meet them with a level of emotional depth. I feel like there could have been some type of connection, and one person was either more emotionally invested, or one person was just, maybe someone was emotionally invested to the level of emotional depth that they had, but it still was not a good match for whoever they were dealing with. Does that make sense? Somebody is wishing that they would have went deeper. It's almost as if somebody was quick to move on from a situation, or quick to go in another direction, or quick to be motivated. Maybe somebody was motivated by money. Maybe somebody was motivated by something that was shiny, or they were moved by lust, or they were moved by greed, or they were moved by pride, right? I feel like now somebody, they're taking active reflection, okay, on their behavior. And now somebody wants a new start. For some of you guys, this could be a new trip here with the Ace of Pentacles and the Chariot. Some of you, this is a new vehicle. This could just be you guys deciding that you're wanting to change and just do things differently, or change the people, you know, that you have been dealing with on a daily basis. For others of you, this could be, you know, ending one situation within a job or a career and starting something brand new. But this is new opportunities. This is a gift from God. The Ace of Pentacles is a gift from God. So I feel like someone here is being very active and very protective. They're going to have victory and success. But it's important that they really take a look at the offer that's being presented to them. Okay. So typically on this side of the tarot spread, I mean, most y'all already know it's not Tarot 101, but I'll break it down. Typically on this side of the spread, it can talk about, you know, past energies, and then current, near future energies, and then future energies, right? So what I'm seeing here is that somebody was presented an offer, okay, from the divine. And I feel like somebody did not treat that offer well. So this gift from God, somebody did not treat well. So, you know, or, you know, they were abrupt. with it when it came down to it. So now somebody is regretting that, whatever that may be. Okay. I feel like for some of you guys, it could be as simple as maybe somebody was just, you know, in the heat of the moment, they were, it says the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak, right? So maybe somebody was tempted with an offer. Let's say it was a business offer that they felt was too good to pass on, but they knew that it was illegal, and they knew that if they got involved with it, they could get caught up. So I'm hearing bad investments. I'm hearing dirty money. I'm hearing foreclosure, seized assets, you know, all these other types of different things that I'm hearing. So in turn, it could be a shady deal, because maybe somebody is watching where the money is going, right? How somebody is getting their money. For others of you, this is the fact of maybe somebody was quick to make it seem like they really wanted to invest their time, their love, their energy, or their resources into a situation. Okay. But maybe somebody got in somebody's head, and that could have been some type of external party that came in between the situation. I feel like somebody was not listening to their intuition at some point. They were very impatient with how they were moving. The Temperance card in reverse, we've already talked about this, right? How temper means to abstain from alcohol. For some of you, this could be as simple as maybe somebody was driving under the influence, right? Maybe they have a DUI or some shit. For others of you, this could be the fact that somebody was drinking too much or smoking too much, and they were under the influence, and they said some reckless ass shit or did something reckless, okay? And now they're thinking about how they're regretting that because, you know, maybe it affected someone's connection. Because the 8 of Cups is like someone didn't want to walk away, but they had to. I'm getting a lot of different storylines here. I am getting that, you know, it is important for you guys to move in silence, because I feel like there are spiritual gifts. There are gifts that are dropping in from the 5D to the 3D, but it's requiring somebody to walk away from, for some of you, it is a certain lifestyle environment, or it literally could be some type of secret addiction that somebody has. For some of you, it's pills. Somebody here really needs to, I feel like somebody has been praying. Okay. Somebody has been really emotional. We have the moon in reverse. Okay. That could be depression. That could be grief. Things coming to light. Somebody could have exposed themselves, exposed what their true intentions were. I feel like someone thought that they were really smart and that they could just get away with whatever it was that they were doing. And it's not like they were intentionally, you know, it's a lack of empathy to not put yourself in someone else's shoes and see how they would feel in that same situation. But this is somebody that lacks emotional intelligence to be able to do that. So this is somebody, for instance, let's just say if somebody is cheating, right? Or if they have different people feeling like they're the only one that they're dealing with. In reality, they being a player from the Himalayas. Okay. I'm just using this as an example. This is somebody here where, in their mind, they feel like that's their independence, because that's what I'm hearing. I'm reading different people's thoughts. They feel like that's their independence. They can do what they want, right? Because, of course, everyone has free will. And they feel like, you know, I was not thinking about hurting you and doing that. I was just thinking about my own self-interest and what I wanted. And I was dating you or sleeping with you or married to you or in a relationship with you. And, you know, I was led by lust, or I was led by passion, or I was led by greed or pride. And I was tempted and I went for it. And it wasn't to hurt you. It was just the fact that I was thinking about what I wanted. I hate when I have to channel through people's thoughts because it's some straight bullshit. But I'm just trying to let you know. So, because I'm just a channeler. So, in somebody's mind, they rationalize their narcissistic and selfish behavior. There is, let's be clear, if somebody wants to date around, but you have to make sure that before you touch someone, before you sleep with someone, before you engage with them and make them think that you guys are just engaging with each other solely, that they know that your intentions is to actually sleep around with other people or still talk to other people. Okay. Now, for some of you, this is involving a damn contract, because swords are a contract. Okay. So for some of you, this is involving somebody that's married that's acting single as hell. This could be a younger energy, or if they're not younger, they're just immature. And this is someone here that is with the Chariot and the Ace of Pentacles. This is an opportunist energy. So they're going to go where the opportunity lies, right? This might be someone that cares about looks a little bit, cares about status a little bit. They'll care about status if they're a clout chaser though, right? But this is somebody that wants their cake and to eat it too. So this could be someone, for instance, that married for money or married into money, okay? And while their partner was out of town or traveling or whatever, they felt like, okay, well, you know, that's my time to fool around, to mess around. Or this is the type of energy of where maybe somebody thought that, hey, you know what, Diamond Star Seed Collective, you just don't got a lot to offer. This could have been somebody that, this could have been someone that lost, I'm hearing they lost. Damn, yeah, they did lose. They lost the Diamond Star Seed Collective. I mean, that's what I'm getting. But this is somebody here who they really care about outward appearances, and they care, and they were looking at someone's trajectory, and they felt like this person is the right look for me, or this person is good in bed, or, you know, this person is sexy as hell, or, you know, they thought this person, you know, they're making more money than the Diamond Star Seed Collective is currently when they got together with this energy. Now those roles could be flipped, because I feel like somebody was lacking vision. They weren't really paying attention to what was really important, how faithful someone is, how loving somebody is, how you know, direct someone is, you know, whatever it is, you know, those type of things. Somebody wasn't paying attention to that. They were just thinking about shallow things. So what I'm seeing here is now situations could be reversed, because Diamond Star Seed Collectives, I mean, you could just be getting blessed left and right, right? New opportunities. People want to collaborate with you, right? Multiple streams of income. And I don't feel like you guys are the type to flaunt it either. I mean, it just is what it is. But now I feel like what's happening is the divine is pulling back the veil and is really showing people like, you know what, look, you wanted to be shallow and choose this other person because you felt they had more, but now they have less than the Diamond Star Seed Collective. It's like you would have had love and the money in the end, right? But somebody was shallow. So that's for somebody here. That's not everybody's story. I'm just, you know, just pick and choose what resonates for you. So now somebody is praying to God, or they need to pray to God. Somebody is, you know, they were not very emotionally available to begin with. This is, you know, like if you ever think about it, if you have a cup, right? Let's say you have a cup of water, you put it in the freezer, it freezes, right? You put lukewarm water on top of that block of ice that's at the bottom of the cup. What ends up happening? So I feel like somebody was great at acting. Maybe someone's an actor or an entertainer, or they're just, you know, a love bomber. They full of shit. Like somebody was great at acting like they had emotional depth, acting like they valued traditional values like marriage or a family or being monogamous or having longevity. Somebody was great at acting that way. But see, the truth is that the more time you spend with somebody, just like that lukewarm water on the top of the frozen water at the bottom of the cup, what ends up happening? That ice starts to melt, right? And part of that ice floats up to the top. So somebody could only act like they really cared about someone for so long before their true colors really started to show. So somebody was literally fake, they were fake loving somebody. That's what they were doing. Or fake caring for somebody just to get money out of them, or just to get in their pants, or just to, you know, I'm hearing a promotion deal, or, you know, just to get access to their network, just to get exposure for their career. They're like, oh yeah, this person could put me in this music video, that can put me on, so then more, you know, then more people will see me, and then I can, you know, I can get more, I can boost my portfolio, right? Then I can have more work laid out for me. Like somebody here, y'all, I'm hearing all types of shit. It's like somebody did not come towards somebody with good motives, or somebody was like, oh yeah, their family has money, like his family has money, or her family has money. And I know they said that, you know, and someone was, sick or ill, so they might be passing away soon. So that means there's inheritance. Oh, I should have children with them. I should marry them. Like someone here, man, they need their ass whooped. I ain't gonna lie. So anyway, somebody is just really realizing the truth about people around them and how they were impatient and not truly taking their time to really get to know who it was that they were dealing with. For some of you, it didn't even have to be something so negative like that. It could have just been the fact that because somebody was just consumed with, either material things or just shallow things or just sexual things, they didn't take time to discover the depth of somebody's psyche, right? They just didn't. It's like, so now someone is just like, man, like that really would have been a cool person for me to be with. That person actually would have been a great match for me. Matter of fact, why the hell did I fuck up that situation? Because it's like, shit, we could be winning together. We could be happy together. But now somebody is over here obsessed. They're worried about somebody moving on. Some things could have came to light about what somebody did behind somebody's back. Somebody also hates the way that the Diamond Star Seed views them. Because, maybe y'all could have thought someone was a good person from the gate. And then all of a sudden you realize this person, it was all a show. Like, this is not somebody that really had your back, right? Maybe somebody even took pictures or did videos together, right? Where they both had the caps on. They had their shades on, right? They had they this and they that on. It's like, it was all for show. There's also someone here that just takes on the energy of their partners and loses their identity when they come together in relationships. Let's be clear. When it comes down to partnerships, you should be able to have an interdependent, healthy connection. So that means that you don't have to be all up on somebody's ass. I know I don't want somebody all up on my ass all the damn time, right? That means you both are, able to work on your careers, right? You're encouraging each other to be ambitious towards your goals. You're even brainstorming, becoming more innovative with what it is that you do. But you still are able to have that freedom. And those are the type of connections that I love. And I feel like there's someone coming in or around you that is like that too. Because we have fallen in love. So maybe someone has already fallen in love with you, or there's someone that still loves you. Maybe they're keeping this secret, or maybe y'all secretly got some shit going on, or maybe, the divine has been trying to send messages about who this person is, because it will in fact, or it is in fact, if you're already dealing with this, it's a match made in heaven. It just really is, or will be, if it comes together or comes back together, or whatever the situation is. And I feel like what's happening here is that someone knows that they have to come correct. Somebody cannot lie, cheat, steal, rob, act their way out of things anymore. They just can't. Because it's known. It's the Seven of Swords reverse. It's known what somebody is doing. And now someone just sees someone as a waste of time. They're just like, well, damn. It's like the whole time you were trying to be sneaky, or you were trying to sleep with others behind my back, or you were trying to take money from me, or, you were trying to set me up. It's like, man, I wasted my time dealing with you. And this could fall in family, friends, lover, whatever, whatever the situation is here. So someone is truly listening to their intuition right now, or they're being guided to. Because for others of you, what I'm seeing is, when there's moon rituals, then that's when the people come and they start wanting to do their dark art rituals. So they're not being led by archangels of light, like Archangel Michael and his team. They not, trust me, the only time they going around whoever these witches and warlocks are is to carry out judgment or redirect spell work or do whatever else God, gives them a message to do. The ones that they're operating underneath are the fallen angels. And if somebody is doing that, then they are being guided by the divine to pray, repent, and get up out that cult, coven, group, organization, whatever it is, before it's too late. Because at some point it will be too late. And then there will be fire, brimstone, and gnashing of teeth. Because they will not make it to the heavenly realms doing that. They will be going to the hell realms. And then they will be regretting that. Just period. So ultimately, what I'm seeing with the Six of Wands and the Three of Wands here is that what people love about you guys, they're inspired by your story. They're inspired by how much you've overcome. If they don't feel this way about you, they feel this way about someone else in your energy, or hell, y'all could just have people that feel that way about both of you. But what I'm seeing here is there's somebody that is thinking about all the different things that they've done with their life, that they could have done with their life, and someone is asking themselves, why? Why did I do all of this? Right? Was it just for the money with the Ten of Pentacles? Was it, just to be able to take care of my family, or just to be able to put on a show and say that I made it, or utilize my skills or my talents? Like, why did I do all of this? Especially with the Ten of Pentacles, it's not the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is a solo person that is independent. The Ten of Pentacles is somebody that is either relationship ready, right? Like husband-wife material, or it's somebody that could even already be married. But it's just saying here that somebody is asking themselves why. And I feel like the divine wants somebody to know that if everything got taken away, you would still be you. It's like there's someone here that is so wrapped up in their identity. It's like they want to prove to their family that they're successful. Maybe someone's a black sheep. They want to prove to the world that they still got it, or they want to or they just want to make their mark in the world to begin with. And God is like, can you just dig a little bit deeper? So there is someone here that's reflecting on different ways where they limited themselves by only being focused on surface level things, right? Like greed, lust, money, sex, all these different types of things that are great, but they're not supposed to be an ultimate goal of what somebody, that they're not supposed to just take over someone like that. So with the Three of Wands here and the Nine of Wands, that's the Wounded Warrior card. So someone's just like, man, I've worked my ass off, right, for this degree, or I've worked my ass, or for multiple degrees. I've worked my ass off for this company. I've worked my ass off in this relationship, in this marriage, and, for this home, for this vehicle, for this and this and this and that. Why am I still feeling, even though I'm celebrated, or even though, people are giving me attention, why is it that I feel like I need that external validation? Why is it that I feel like I'm a lone wolf? And I feel like the divine is just encouraging someone with the Nine of Wands to not give up, but to shift your perspective and really ask yourself, why are you doing what you're doing, right? Because I feel like someone has amazing, when they're in a high vibration, someone here has amazing energy. They are a leader. The Six of Wands, this is leader energy. This is someone that people love to be around. This is someone, whether they're extroverted or introverted or a mix of both, this is someone that is a master manifester. Okay? Someone is really great at harmonies. Like, that's what I'm hearing right now. Like, someone has an amazing voice. I'm hearing a feminine singing, but, it could be a masculine, take it as it resonates. But somebody is just amazing at, I'm seeing someone like working on beats in a basement. Now that I said that, I'm seeing someone working on a song on like a boat or a yacht. I'm seeing somebody working on a song at the beach, like working on a song outside the studio in a lounge, like sitting on a couch. It's just, you can just get inspiration anywhere. And I feel like that's the great thing about you guys that I'm picking up on. And maybe the person you're dealing with has similar energy, or the one that you're supposed to be with, because I'm hearing final sync. Okay. That's when everything is done. It's finally, came together on the track, right? Those of you that know. So I feel like there's something about someone realizing like, damn, am I going to get an opportunity to have that final sync with someone where it just meshes, right? I mean, everything is already everything comes together beautifully. It's a process though, right? Sometimes it's a longer process than others, right? Depending on if which producers you're working with, if you're writing it yourself, if you have, co-songwriters, or, whatever the situation is. I'm also seeing someone, it's like they just get melodies at random times, They could be talking to someone and get melodies, right? They could be just out and about and they get different melodies. So maybe they leave different voice notes with different melodies, like actually, you know, them imitating the beats and the sounds that they're hearing, or them actually getting like partial lyrics for a verse, right? Or partial lyrics for a chorus. I'm seeing somebody writing. I'm seeing someone like, you know, they're going to the keyboard or they're going to their piano. Someone is just really amazing. Someone might be a producer. Shit, I don't know. Someone's really multifaceted. Like, I'm picking up on like all types of really interesting energy. And it's really cool to see, because, you know, everyone has a different process, right? But the point is like however it gets to the final result, but, you know, just different people have different ways of how they get there. So I don't know. It's like, it's almost as if somebody didn't truly get to an emotional depth with somebody. Maybe there's situations that haven't gotten off of the ground too that I'm picking up on, because I feel like someone didn't get to an emotional depth with someone enough to be like, oh, you know what, you like that, I like that too, or, you know, like, you like root beer, shit, I love root beer too, you know, just crazy ass simple shit. Like, there's somebody here that either they want to either get to know someone all over again, or like they're just meeting somebody and maybe things, I don't know, shit, things could have been rocky with that Knight of Swords. But what I'm seeing is, it's like someone's just like, God is like, don't lose your gift is what I'm getting, right? Don't lose your gift. Because last reading was all about somebody fumbling their gift and their blessing from God. I mean, it is what it is, right? So anyways, moving along, somebody is manifesting this 10 of Pentacles in, and they're going to get success, or they already have success. And this is family, this is legacy, everything. But all of that, I mean, this is, someone is under judgment though. So depending upon what that judgment is, okay, somebody could have prayed about this. They could have called on their spiritual team about this. They said, listen, I met this person with love, right? This is the Queen of Cups. So it could be the Queen or the King of Cups. We have the King of Cups out here too. So there's a match. It's like, I met this person with love. Okay. And this person, you know, maybe they're saying this person hurt me. This person broke my heart. Therefore, you know, once you break somebody's heart, you are hindering their heart chakra. You end up hindering their root chakra, throwing them off balance. Now they cannot be stable, emotionally stable and productive to make more money. All they're thinking about, or you know, to do their daily tasks or to help others, all they're thinking about is this heartbreak. So there's somebody here where I feel like some judgment has been called. And a lot of times, you know, depending on people's spiritual teams, they just see you crying or they see somebody doing you wrong and they just start moving. And they say, oh, okay, so you wanted to do this, you wanted to do that. We've been watching you for a while. We're going to show you exactly, you know, why you had them messed up with your behavior. And that hits different with other people, with different people. So for some of you, it's the fact that people realize that they're not as good as they acting like they are. And it's a fall from grace. For others of you, it's them being stripped of their 10 of Pentacles. I mean, that's why you have to be careful with who you play with, whose emotions you play with, because you never know who it is that you're dealing with. Because when you're dealing with them, you're dealing with a whole wolf pack, right? Because it's them, the angels that have been appointed to them, and the other spiritual beings that have been given charge over them. That's why if you just treat others the way that you would want to be treated, and achieve a certain level of emotional intelligence, to have empathy, even if you can't understand their position because you guys both look at things differently, then you won't have to worry about all that karma. But the 6 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, the 3 of Wands, yeah, something is manifesting in for somebody because they walked away from deceptive energy. Somebody that was just playing with them. And now they're being blessed, or they're about to be blessed. Page of Pentacles reverse, bad news, lack of communication. Somebody didn't want to put the effort in. Somebody was immature. This could be a younger energy yet again. I feel like someone, the World card, somebody is done. They're done. They're just like, man, we don't have to talk. I will be successful regardless. I will be loved regardless. What's that song by Maroon 5? She will be loved, or he will be loved, right? because this person knows that they were loving to someone. They weren't deceptive. They weren't messing around with people behind their back. I feel like the other person, or whatever the hell they did that was wrong, the other person knows that they fucked up. So they don't have that assurance. So now somebody literally is just watching somebody rise. They're watching somebody rise. For some of you, distance could be involved, or there's just some type of emotional distance within a connection. Somebody literally is being carried up by the angel. Someone has gone through so many obstacles within their life. It is a miracle that they are alive. And someone else has also gone through a lot of obstacles in their life too. But I feel like there's someone that's just standing and watching and waiting for a window of opportunity to heal a situation, as opposed to taking action, because the only action somebody did was just walk away or run away or go towards another lover. And somebody left a trail of heartbreak and blood behind. Somebody has a pattern of playing with people. They just do. Or not taking accountability or playing the victim. Somebody will sit around and say, oh, my exes are crazy. And, oh, this one just wasn't right for me. And, oh, this one did this and this and that to me. Like someone here, gosh, it's just like that cup of ice water I was telling y'all about. Somebody is cold. It's like if your heart is closed, you are not going to be able to hold a woman or a man whose heart is open. Because they're not going to deplete their cup of love to pour it into you. Look at this. Everything is barren. Nothing is growing here. So why would God give his gift of a partner to somebody that is not even emotionally available, or not even really wanting anything serious, just wanting to play around? And then maybe they get what they want and they become an asshole afterwards. Like, that's what I'm hearing. Somebody is a pendejo. Or somebody here has some type of horrible plan to just collect off of someone passing away. I mean, some of these people are just, the energies I pick up on are just heartless. It's like, man, they are possessed for real. So anyway, someone is healing, they're reflecting, they're doing introspection, which is beautiful. They're thinking about the fact that, there's a couple love here. Somebody has been doing the self-love thing, but there is a couple love here. That's what I'm saying. Somebody is in love with someone here, and they feel like, damn, this is my person. This is my partner. But somebody, either you guys are meeting somebody new, or you've met somebody within the last 3 to 4 months, that's new love. Or you have an opportunity for a reconnection with someone that truly has taken action to change their behavior. Right? So now someone, instead of just looking from the window, now somebody wants to take action or be open and receptive to action, because they're realizing how sad they are with whatever decision it is that they made before. Right? Sometimes people don't realize that, you regret every risk that you don't take, every opportunity that you don't take. There's somebody here that was like, nope, I'm not going to say anything. Right? Heavy in their ego. I'm not going to say anything. Or I know that, the person that I care about would be happier if I just did more of A, B, C, D, and E, because they voice that. But no, I don't care. Somebody is selfish. So what's going to happen? They're going to end up alone, or with a string of, one night stands, or they're going to end up catching some shit that they can't get rid of. Right? Or they're going to have people that are only around them for the wrong reasons, be it sex or be it money or whatever shallow thing. So somebody is thinking about all of this, because I feel like the divine wants to bless somebody even more so than they're already blessed. But what he wants to know, see, look, the Hierophant. This is God. It talks about marriage. It talks about contracts. It talks about commitment. It can talk about institutions. I can go down a whole tarot list like I used to do in my tarot courses a few years ago. But what I'm really seeing is that there was somebody married acting single. They wanted to keep their options open. Or there was someone that was trying to future fake with someone and give the illusion that they wanted a commitment. But in reality, this person, everything that they get, they're not content with. It's like somebody just wanted to get access to somebody for their energy and then put them up on a shelf. So now the divine is looking at someone like, look at what you did with the gift that I gave you here. You juggled them, made them feel like they were not good enough or like there was someone else out there that was better. You delighted in just trying to collect people like trophies and do your thing. And I mean, the Nine of Cups, it's supposed to be a wish fulfillment. So someone could have had a wish fulfillment, but they decided to be selfish and arrogant, and it was the more the merrier, right? Somebody, they work a lot or they work here and there and they just want to, drink, smoke, lay up, throw it back, put it down and have fun. The Nine of Cups is not the card that you want as far as a relationship goes, because the nines talk about independence. This is somebody that is like, they want to hang out when it's good for them. They want to choose dates and go to places that only they like. Okay. They want to eat the food that they like on that date. Like, this is someone that is selfish as hell. And now they're going through a tower moment. Ego death. Everything falling apart. I'm trying to tell you, you reap what you sow. God is ensuring that his avenging angels and his beings of old bring down these towers, right? And it's a chaotic tower with the Five of Wands in the tower. It could be a whole damn group of people that are getting they tail whipped spiritually. Because it looks like they got demonic entities attached to them, whether it's one person or multiple people. Because anytime, you're letting yourself be ruled by alcohol or other substances, or, people around that are just yes people that feed your ego, or, having multiple lovers, that's devil energy. And then someone wants to sit about and think like, oh, I just can't let them go, though. Oh, I miss the way that they smell. I miss the way that they taste. I miss the way that they hold me. I miss the way that they do this one thing in bed. Shit, I like the way they do that shit. I don't know. Now somebody wants to hold on to somebody and their memory, but they're still holding back. Or they could be out there trying to go towards people, and these people only want to deal with them for what? For money, for stability. Or they see that this person ain't about shit, that they shallow as hell, and so they treat them accordingly and either get money out of them, get them in a contract to get money out of them. They don't mind giving up the sex and everything else because they thinking that they gonna take this person to the cleaners. And then they plan on leaving anyways because they feel like somebody is a cabron. So moving along. Yeah, we have the Six of Swords reversed. Somebody wants someone to bring that ass back. Okay, they were like, oh, I want to be single. I want to be independent. But damn, do I really want to be that, though? I really miss being around them. I want to come back together for a reunion. I hate that I missed this opportunity here. And I just can't stop thinking about the fact that I want this person. I'm obsessed. So somebody's obsessed, lost in the sauce. They in their feelings. They probably done popped off multiple times through shit around around their penthouse or they fucking, apartment, condo, mansion, home, whatever. Okay. I told you, somebody is obsessed. They keep thinking and thinking and thinking about a situation here. And someone is realizing like, damn, I was pointing all the blame at them, but I'm pretty damn toxic. I really did do the Diamond Star Seed Collective dirty, and I broke their heart to add insult to injury, and I was deceptive. I was lying. I was cheating, right? I was lurking. I was trying to energy harvest off of them, right? Take their sexual sacral energy and go pass it around to different lower vibrational karmics that are hoes and bust downs. I was doing all that. I was not giving to them time, love, and energy, okay? At all. Or somebody's realizing that Seven of Swords, Six of Pentacles, somebody only was dealing with them for money. That was it. Or to get them in bed. So now somebody is like, oh shit, I got to get rid of that energy. That's shallow as hell. That there's no growth there. That's karmic energy. And now I want to put the work in with with somebody in the Diamond Star Seed Collective that's of a higher vibration, that actually can have an intelligent conversation, that actually speaks from a loving place, that actually cares about whether I live or die, that actually cares about me, whether I have the cars, the houses, the fame, you know, the great job, the perfect haircut, you know, whatever the fuck. So someone's like, damn, now I got to reach out. Yep. And I feel like someone's being haunted until they do that. They want to reach out. Overall energy is commitment. It's the Queen of Pentacles or the King of Pentacles. That's commitment energy. So if someone's speaking out, I mean, it looks like there's an apology that they want to give and they want to talk about commitment. Okay, but I can tell you over here, there's someone that's been lost in the damn sauce, because it's like someone's been talking mad shit about somebody and spreading lies. It's like someone had unhealthy boundaries, and now they're trying to change that, or they're being told not to take some type of offer or invitation.